AP out of theater reaction.
James Gunn's Superman.
Another Superman.
Kidding. It was awesome.
It was awesome.
James Gunn does it again.
It's pretty awesome. It's pretty great. David Cornsweet did a great job.
Yep, right up there with Reeve and Cavill.
Yes. And they definitely got the character right. Then the optimism, the Boy Scout.
Doing what's right, being a nice guy.
I also love that in the movie, that he doesn't represent anyone. He's just doing it because he's a good person.
And they use his powers at, like, the right times.
Yeah.
Like, you only see his heat vision and his cold breath, like, here and there.
Yeah. It's not overused.
Right. And the strength is used when it's needed.
Needed.
The flying is like the one power that's used the most.
They gave him vulnerability, humanity. I also love that very much. There's people whining online saying about that, but that gave him likability.
Exactly.
And it's not Mr. Invincible.
I'm totally perfect.
Yeah.
No. It's just as human as the rest of us.
Mm-hmm.
Nicholas Hoult absolutely nailed it as
great.
Lex Luthor.
And he got the character right. The mastermind.
Obsessive.
Calculative.
Obsessed with defeating Superman.
The rivalry.
Utilizing his resources for his own gain and all that jazz. Superman's chemistry with Lois was there.
Yes, she was really good too.
But the other heroes that are in there, the Justice Gang, they felt organically part of the story.
They didn't feel forced like Batman versus Superman. That felt really forced, the universe, and I was like, ugh. But yeah, this one, it felt organic. But the members too. Mr. Terrific was great. Steve Sears.
And Hawkgirl and Guy Gardner.
Green Lantern, finally right.
Finally
live action.
After all these years.
Yeah. With Ryan Reynolds. Constructs were really creative and cool.
And they fit Guy's personality. He's a bit more rough around the edges compared to other Lanterns. Metamorpho was also really cool.
Yes, that was cool what they did with him.
Showing Superman's vulnerability with the kryptonite, they definitely...
Yes, it physically harms him.
Yeah, not just weakens him.
It weakens him, as you usually see. And also with his origin, they don't rehash it again.
No, just to get the basics about what happened. A tiny bit of exposition at the beginning of the film.
It's enough.
Set the stage. It doesn't feel like an origin. It works because it's characters everybody's familiar with.
Yeah, the music too, that was really good.
And when combined with the action, it blends really well.
And that's also one of his trademarks, James Gunn, putting the music and action sequences.
Lots of close-up angle shots.
And then the X-rays.
Which is a bit more subtle.
Of his trademarks. The villain engineer was a pretty good villain, showing like she's devoid of the humanity and technology. And
it just has all that weapon arsenal.
And then he has the humanity, Superman.
And trying to fight the other guy, Ultraman, counter all of his moves. So Luthor thinks of everything, including counterattacks. Side note, referring back to when they had the early pictures of Ultraman, now everyone's saying he looks like Black Noir from The Boys.
There is
a subtle
reference.
Not going to say what it is. Crypto was super fun.
Oh, yes. He was great. The Crypto.
Definitely brings a little more heart to the film. You got some elements of previous Superman media mixed in. Like the opening title sequence was like the Christopher Reeve films. It had the theme song.
Animated one, too, from the 90s. The Justice League and Adventures from Superman.
But it's not like beating you over the head with the references. It's just all carefully mixed in while it's telling its own story. One downside was Jimmy Olsen.
I thought it was filler. It didn't need to be there. You can cut it out and just focus more on Superman and Lois or some Eve.
Even Perry White, they only used him very sparingly. The Kents were pretty good.
Yeah, it was good. It wasn't like the typical depiction. There was different, that they're both there, not one's dead or the other. They're very supportive too.
Yeah, Pa Kent is far cry from Costner's version.
Yeah, and the writing of that. Oh, yeah, Father of the Year. Let them drown in the...
Definitely one of the sour points of Man of Steel, even though Man of Steel is still really good. Also, when you see, like, Superman's home and the punk rock stuff.
Yes.
Which is, it works.
It works. I know people are whining about that online, but it works.
It shows just how human he really is.
Yes, and he's also in the movie against the government, too, so that's punk rock as well.
Without the obvious, like, fashion sense and such. It's more under the radar.
And authority, too.
You have some of the go-to actors in James Gunn's films. Michael Rooker voicing one of the robots.
Alan Tudyk doing one of the voices, too. I was like, that's him. I knew it was him.
Yep. Third time he's played a robot.
Yep. Bradley Cooper
as Jor-El.
Yep.
pretty much on the same level as...
Oh, that was also interesting because they're talking in the
Kryptonian language, which is one particular element from My Adventures with Superman.
I understood that reference. Another thing, the comic book tropes. One of them is in there with the city in peril in the third act. I'm just like, come on, really? Here we go again.
Also, for those who pay close attention to the previous Superman films, Lex causing a natural disaster again.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Still, Nicholas Hoult was good.
Was good, yeah. Definitely better than Isaac. Why?
Yeah.
You also said like the slimy politician. You had that poking fun of that,
but not too much, not overdoing it.
No,
just enough media coverage.
Talking heads.
But they don't shoehorn it in front of your face.
No,
it's
woven in.
Hope that there'll be some bigger stuff with the future.
Yes, there is something. One thing they tease up. Definitely recommend full price, collection worthy.
Overall, really awesome.
Yes,
definitely 100.
Oh wow, 95 or 100 on the high up. Yeah, like and subscribe for more videos. Stay creative.